Hi everyone, it's Amanda Stevenson here, and I am with Chad Cartledge right here at Running for Heroes in Winter Springs, Florida. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, thank you for coming. So, for those of you that don't know about Running for Heroes as an organization was founded in 2019 by my son, Zechariah. 2019, he set out on a goal to run a mile for every first responder that was killed in the line of duty. Sadly, since 2019, he's now logged over 1,400 miles for fallen first responders. And as a mission, we've actually logged over 1,500 miles. So we actually now have other youth runners that run across the country. But Running for Heroes, while people might know us as the kids who run or the kid who runs, really we're a lot bigger than the kids who run. One thing that a lot of people don't know is every month we give away injured first responder grants. To date, we've actually given back 45 grants totaling over $400,000 for first responders who've been injured in the line of duty across the nation. We offer funds for families of fallen heroes that had children that were left behind. Since last year, we've given back over $250,000 to families of fallen first responders. And then we also honor our canines. So our canines that are killed in the line of duty, not only do they get honored with a 1 mile run, but we also provide up to $2,500 in safety equipment to a different canine officer across the country. And in fact, locally, we helped fund the vest for Winter Springs Canine Max, as well as the first aid kit for Canine Max. But one of the other things that we offer is actually where we're at right now, and that is our Running for Heroes Tribute Hall. So last October, we opened up our Tribute Hall, and the purpose of the Tribute Hall, really there's two purposes. Number one, we want to show folks that Running for Heroes, it is a lot bigger than the kids
It's
who run.
nationwide.
Exactly.
It encompasses a lot, not just Winter Springs.
Exactly. But the other thing is, we don't want people to focus so much on the kids who run, but the people that they're running for, right? To honor. The Tribute Hall allows us to do that. It allows us to show folks beyond the run who these heroes are, the sacrifices that they make. But then that brings me to the second takeaway with the Tribute Hall is it's our way to keep a promise to surviving families. You know, every time we do a run for a fallen hero, we tell these families we are never going to forget. But let's be honest, once the run video is posted and after several months go by, people don't go back and watch the runs over and over and over again. So over time, people naturally will forget. But this Tribute Hall allows us to keep that promise, because at this Tribute Hall, the run may be done, but the photos of these heroes are always here. The names of these heroes are always here. The run videos of these heroes, the families are going to be able to watch and see. And as you can see behind me, we also have personal items of some of these heroes that the families have loaned to us to help tell these stories. So like right behind me, you see over my left shoulder, we have the bunker gear of one of our local firefighters, Apopka firefighter Austin Duran, who tragically was killed in the line of duty last year in 2022. And his family has graciously loaned to us his bunker gear. So now when people come here, they're going to be able to learn about the sacrifice of firefighter Duran and see something more personal, right? But another thing that we do here that I really love is my son was inspired by the stories of 9/11. So on my right shoulder, you can actually see part of our 9/11 mural. We have a section here dedicated just on telling the story of the first responders that were lost on 9/11. We have steel and artifacts and items that people can touch and see. And hopefully, you know, not only do we want to preserve the memories of these fallen heroes, but we're hoping to get other kids that want to come and walk around, and they can learn about our history and the sacrifices that first responders make each and every day. So really our hope with this Tribute Hall and as a mission is that people, when they hear of Running for Heroes, they no longer think about just the kids who run. They think about all the other things that this mission does, and more importantly, they think about the people that this mission honors.
And then you have a lot of surviving families who come and visit here actually as well, right?
Yeah, so since we opened our doors last October, we've already had close to 100 surviving family members that have walked through our Tribute Hall. Even just this week, a little bit later today, we actually have the Duran family coming back because they're actually going to be adding to his memorial here. We have the mother of Officer Jason Rayner, who was a Daytona Beach officer we lost 2 years ago. She's coming this week to be able to see, you know, her son's photo on our memorial wall. Just last week, we actually had a Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer come and visit because we paid tribute to one of their friends who was a Canadian officer. We also honor Canada's fallen first responders. So we are technically international, really. So we have folks from across, not just the nation, but across the world that are coming to Orlando and come to Winter Springs to see how their hero is being honored. And honestly, that to me is the thing that I live for, is to be able to be here for those survivors and give them this opportunity to reflect and remember.
Now, if anyone wanted to get involved, how would they go about it? Adults, kids?
Yeah. So there's a couple ways you can get involved. Obviously, we're a 501c3, so donations is huge. You know, if people want to donate, they can go to our website, running4heroes.org. They can also donate directly on our various social media platforms. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. But another way they can get involved is, you know, if they're local to Winter Springs, come be a part of some of the events that we hold. You know, all of our events are generally open to the public. In a couple weeks, we're holding our first annual memorial. At that memorial, which is happening on April the 26th, 10 a.m., it's on a Wednesday, we're going to unveil our 2022 memorial wall. We're actually going to have surviving families of heroes who were lost in 2022 here for that. And, you know, we invite the community to come and be a part of it and see for themselves what this means to families, right? But then another way we'd love to get folks involved is through our youth. You know, all of our miles are conducted by youth runners. Now, Zechariah has been the primary runner. He's based here in Winter Springs, but we now have kids across the country that run as part of Running for Heroes. So if you have a child that is passionate about running, has a big respect for first responders, and wants to combine the two to help honor those first responders who make the ultimate sacrifice, we'd love to hear from you and see if your child is a right fit to be one of our future runners. Another thing you might not even know is our runners actually get scholarships as well. So every one of our youth runners, not including Zechariah, my son's not eligible as the founder, but every one of our youth runners, for every 25 official miles that they conduct, Running for Heroes gives them a $500 scholarship for their future schooling, and we actually have a donor that's matching it. So they actually get $1,000 for every 25 official miles they run, and they can get up to $5,000 for their future schooling. So not only do we support our first responders and the families that are fallen, but we also invest back into these children that are investing their time to honor our fallen. So there's a lot of aspects of what we do as a mission, and we definitely love to get more people involved.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, thank you for talking with me. I appreciate it.
And if you have any questions, I'll have all the links everywhere so you can reach out, or you can just click to the website. Have a great one. Bye.